Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Real Queen of Fertility 33, and I'm here with some more articles for you all. I apologize from yesterday for not in my energy, so let's begin. This is titled The Curse of Thorns and the Crown of Thorns, but they're going to be second, so this is just basically the Curse of Thorns. So let's begin. Have you ever felt like your relationship with God was broken? Sin destroys the close relationship that God intends for us to have with Him. All of us got thorns in us, okay? They're supposed to protect us, but for some reason they know how to take it out of us, so we won't be protected, okay? The day sin entered the world, Adam's relationship with God died. God cursed the ground with thorns as a result of his disobedience. The ancient curse still affects us to this day. Sin is like a thorn stuck deep in our flesh. Recently, I was studying the theme of thorns in the Bible. I was surprised to find how extensive the topic is. In fact, thorns play a major role in telling the story about salvation. He told me this, okay? The overarching theme of thorns begins with a curse and ends with a promise. But throughout the entire Bible, thorns give us a clear picture of our redemption from sin. Today, let's explore the picture of thorns and what it means for our relationship with God. This is a two-part article. Part one focuses on the curse of the thorns. Okay, which I'm gonna do now. The next one gonna be about Jesus. Okay. So this the curse. We are introduced to thorns in the third chapter of the Bible. To Adam, he said, "Because you listened to your wife and ate fruit from the tree about which I commanded you, you must not eat from it. Cursed, cursed is the ground because of you. Through painful toil, you will eat from it all the days of your life. It will produce thorns and thistles for you, and you will eat the plants of the field." Genesis 3:17 through 18. The bad news is that sin spread to all of us, okay? So if you were born in this world, you are cursed, okay? You got nothing to do with me and my daughter or me and my most high and all that, okay? If you born in here, you cursed, okay? While some parents tell you not to have sex until until it's time for you to have sex and all this. That's just one example though, but yes. Because I remember, if you've been walking with me, you know people used to always come at me about this. Like, oh, you the reason, blah, blah, blah. No, we all cursed, okay? So don't try to blame me. Blame Adam and Eve, which is Gina and James. Don't blame me, okay? Like I said, I did not make them kill her, okay? So don't come at me. Anyway, therefore, just as sin came into the world through one man, and death through sin, and so death spread to all men because all sinned. Romans 5 prayers. Each of our hearts is like a thorny ground described in Hebrews 13:8. But if it bears thorns and thistles, it is worthless and near to being cursed, and its end is to be burned. See? What happened to cursed thorny grounds? Cursed question mark? It is cursed to hell. So when we all die, we all go to hell, okay? So for example, if your mama or your grandpa just died in they sleep, they went to hell, okay? Then he will say to those on his left, "Depart from me, you cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels." Matthew 25:41. The only way to break free is to live a perfectly righteous life on God's terms. We can't just be pretty good people. That where the New Testament come in, okay? God, okay? They God, whatever, the devil, okay? In our minds, okay? But so when he say it's time to go to war, it's time to go to war, okay? That's why so many people are getting freed, okay? We must be spotless. There's a whole bunch of motherfuckers need to be freed, okay? But humans can't be perfectly holy like God. Sin invades our hearts like a thistle plant. For all who rely on works of the law are under a curse. So if you believe in the Bible, you are under a curse. You under the law. Okay, if you born into this world, you under the law. If you Read the Bible, you go to church, you're a pastor, you're a preacher, you under the law, okay? For it is written, cursed be everyone who does not abide by all things written in the book of the law and do them. Galatians 3:10. Okay, the cure. Do you believe in hope, dear girl? I do. Okay, thank you. So anyway, sin curses us to hell and kills our intimacy with Christ, and we cannot rescue ourselves. But Christ can deliver us. He longs to heal and restore us. He himself bore our sins in his body on the tree, that we might die to sin and live to righteousness. By his wounds you have been healed. 1 Peter 2:24. Jesus lived and died without sin. He met every requirement of a perfect, spotless life. And the Word Jesus became flesh and dwelt among us, and we have seen his glory, glory as of the only Son from the Father, full of grace and truth. John 1:14. Because he was cursed, we can be free. Christ redeemed us from the curse of the law by becoming a curse for us. For it is written, cursed is everyone who hanged on a tree. Galatians 3:13. Mainly black people, but if you fuck with black people, you too. The crown. Christ not only became a curse for us, he wore the crown of thorns to display how he bore our sin. Okay? So Jesus came out wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robe. Pilate said to them, behold the man. When the chief priests and the officers saw him, they cried out, crucify him, crucify him. John 19:5-6. That's the next one though. Christ wore the crown of thorns to display his power over sin. Yes, he has delivered us from the domain of darkness and transferred us to the kingdom of his beloved Son. Colossians 1:13. The Most High is not my son, but I gotta play this role, okay? Just so everybody can get free. That's why the Most High do this stuff, okay? So he playing his role, okay? The King of Kings and Lord of Lords took on the curse of sin and death and defeated its power over us. We are delivered. Doesn't that make your heart want to sing? The promise. Despite trials, we have confidence that one day Christ will dispel the curse of sin and sufferings once for all. Christ will brings us, Christ's blood, okay? So blood, Christ will brings us to himself and we will be eternally free from this land of thorns. No longer will there be anything accursed, but the throne of God and of the Lamb will be in it, and his servants will worship him. Revelation 22:3. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to get to, okay? What a day of rejoicing that will be. One thing is certain. Roses. There won't be thistles in heaven. Okay? So remember, thistles is their protection as well. We all got them, okay? So yes, hopefully y'all understand the curse of the thorns and the thistles and us and the world, okay? Enjoy.